Hello and welcome back to the Education Connection Show. My name is Mari Ferrel, and we have special guests with us today. We have Marcus Smith. He is the ECU, the Education Credit Union CEO, and also the Education Credit Union Foundation Board President. A very long title.
Yes.
And we also have Lindsey Murphy. She is the Foundation Board Secretary. So thank y'all so much for being here today. I appreciate it.
Thank you for having us.
Of course. So since this is an education show, I do like to highlight the education from our guests and also just across the High Plains. So we'll get started with you, Marcus. Can you kind of tell us a little bit more about your time in education?
Yeah, just raised in Amarillo, went to Amarillo High School, graduated, then went to Amarillo College for a little stint, then went to Texas Tech, came back to West Texas A&M and graduated from WT. So kind of, on a long journey to get my degree, but I have a degree in business, and very proud of getting it from WT. So.
Yes, it's a good school for sure.
Yeah.
That's great. And Lindsey, where did you go to school? What's your story?
Yeah, so born and raised, grew up here in Amarillo. I am also a graduate of Amarillo High, so blow Sam blow.
Yeah, go Sandies.
I got my associate's degree from Frank Phillips, and then went on to WT, go Buffs, to get my master's in marketing, public relations, and communications.
That is so cool. So y'all are local people. Y'all
Yep.
stayed local. That's good. And now you're giving back to the same community that raised you.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
That is
Absolutely.
so neat. And I also went to West Texas A&M University.
Go Buffs.
And
a
I
good
know
school.
Go Buffs. It's a great school, and I'm also a local girl too here in the Panhandle. So
Good.
that is so neat. I'm glad that y'all shared y'all stories. And what kind of led you to being a part of, or being part of the Education Credit Union Foundation?
Yeah, so we started the foundation, started it about 4 years ago, but then it really got kicked off 3 years ago. We kind of started the legwork, paperwork and everything.
Right.
And really, for us, the credit union has always been involved in the community. And what we wanted to do is really turn it into more of a 501c3, so we could leverage and allow our members to try to get involved too, while giving them those, the beautiful tax deductions that 501c3s give, for charity. So, so we really just wanted to try to leverage that and do more in the community for what we were doing, which is kind of the goal there. So
The credit union has a long history of our legacy for philanthropic work within our community.
Yes.
And like Marcus said, we just wanted to deepen that with our relationships with members and other businesses in the community, and that's how the foundation was born.
That's great. And you are the secretary for
Yes.
the foundation. How long have you been doing that for?
So since inception, the foundation was founded in 2022, and so I have been there since inception. So
Okay.
I've got to see it grow and
Yes.
and change and do a few different things, but our heart is really with our community.
That's great. And then you're the board president.
Yeah.
And how long have you been doing that from the
since
start?
inception, yep. It and excited to do it. I mean, it's fun. I mean, we love giving back to our community. So.
Yes. And one way that y'all give back is by the pocket change grants.
Yeah.
Which
It's our favorite.
it's an amazing thing. If y'all haven't heard, make sure to go to our website. We have the story right there, and also you'll hear it from us, from Marcus and Lindsey. So for this year, for the 2025-2026 school year, how many grants in total have y'all given out, have awarded?
So since inception of 2009, we have been able to give away just over $1 million to area school districts.
That is so good. That makes me so happy that amount has been distributed across communities here in our area. And y'all help local teachers. And also, well, I do want to say this. Okay, so one thing that I was like kind of intrigued by was the name, the Pocket Change
Sure.
Grant. How did y'all come up with that?
So I actually was working at the credit union at the time when we founded this program. Some team members had, heard some grumblings from some of our members that they were really wanting to do some special things for their classrooms, and some were coming in to get loans, and we had team members think, how can we help? And, our team loves to wear jeans. Who doesn't? Out a bit.
Yes.
And so we thought, how about we, let our team put some of their pocket change into a fund for the chance to wear jeans every single Friday. And then we fund these grants. And so that's what we did in 2009.
That's so sweet.
We have we've got 98% participation from all of our team members. So almost at 100%.
Mm-hmm.
And they donate every single paycheck. And the dollar amount's really up to them. Some donate just a little bit, and some donate quite a bit each month, or each paycheck.
Each paycheck, okay.
And our board really bought into that mission, and so they match every single dollar that the credit union team members raise. And so that's what's got us to just over $1 million since 2009.
Oh my goodness. I had no idea about the backstory of all of that. That is so good. And this helps local teachers that kind of want to do stuff at their own school, like
in their classroom. And they, obviously the general fund coming from the district doesn't, cover these kind of things.
Mm-hmm.
I think we all know teachers are the ones that are pulling out their own checkbook at a lot of the times, or money to pay for some of this stuff. And, they're because they want their classroom and their students to benefit from, the teachings. And so it's a joy for us, and to know that our staff is who started it, right? It wasn't a directive from the CEO at the time back in 2009. It was the staff going, hey, how do we help our community? And that's and one of the things we do is when we're ready to give these grants out, every team member has the opportunity to go to a school
and see it in person
and deliver the check, and it's always a surprise. And it's so much fun. Just so much fun to deliver.
Oh, man.
So
that is so, and I think that you're right. It makes it more special because it came from the staff. It came from y'all.
And
it started from that.
Something that the board on the foundation, and Marcus being the CEO, he's kept it that way. It is a team member initiative. We have team members. Once the application of the Pocket Change Grant application is submitted through our website, it goes into a blind review process. So teacher's name, school, and any other identifying characteristics are removed, and it goes to a committee to review. And they've got a rubric that they score these grants on.
Okay.
And that is how those selections are made. So it's not based on if the teacher's a member, or if I know this teacher and I really like this teacher, or I really know this school. It's a blind system, and the rubric has really worked. And we have seen some pretty dynamic requests
absolutely
come across.
Yeah.
Oh, man. Yeah, tell me a little bit more. Like, what was your favorite memory, like just the most memorable moment from, like, giving these grants out to these teachers in person?
For me, there's probably not one memory because it always deals with kids. But I will say, when you talk about special needs and, some of those classrooms and what the teachers are trying to do in those classrooms, they, obviously the funding is not where it should be. And so to see them get these and they're going to use it to, for maybe a device or something that's going to help not just this current classroom, but even ones in the future. And then, just anytime you get to see the kids, I mean, the kids are just so excited. They see this check, this kind of bigger check, and, they're champions for these teachers. And so it's fun to hear the kids, just hooping and hollering when you enter the classroom and surprise the teacher. And so it's, I have to say, I can't pick out one memory, but just when you're helping kids, I mean, it reminds you, my kids are out of school now, they're all in college, but it reminds you how valuable our teachers are, and they're teaching the next, leader generation. So we've got to pour into them and help them as much as we can.
Yes, that's very true. And Lindsey, do you have like a favorite memory?
It's saying when you're helping kids, you can't go wrong, right? And the principals are so great, and in surprising all of these teachers, and we typically, the principal will allow us to go into the classroom that's going to benefit from this grant the most, and the cheering and the hooting and the hollering. It's just so much fun. We went to a music classroom this year, and the teacher was almost in tears, and she goes, I don't think that you understand.
Aww.
I have to ask my students to share instruments. So when we're all playing an instrument, there is always someone, more than one, sitting out because we just don't have enough to go around.
Oh, my goodness.
So we funded where that classroom is going to be able to have an instrument for every single student. in that classroom. So no one has to sit out for any length of time.
Right.
It's the little things. And sometimes at the student level, they're not being met with their own needs, whether it be food needs or hygiene needs, and to fill a clothing closet full of different clothing or hygiene items, or for them to purchase snacks for certain students to come and take a break and get a snack where they otherwise wouldn't. It's just, it feels good, and
Yes.
these teachers are doing amazing things on these campuses across the Texas Panhandle, and we are just fortunate to follow alongside them.
We need teachers.
Amen.
We really do. I still like think about my time when I was in elementary, middle school, high school, and there's always like that one teacher that sticks out that just kind of made an impact in your life.
Yeah.
And yeah, we need teachers, and I'm so glad that you are helping our local teachers, area teachers.
And I will say that's like overall, that's what I love about this community. We have all kinds of business partners and other financial institutions that, go alongside us and are like, hey, how do we help, the community? And because we all know it's going to take all of us to make it, what it has always been, which is a great place to live and, raise your kids. So
that's great. And y'all do the pocket change grant every school year.
Yeah.
What other things do y'all do as the Education Credit Union Foundation?
We do scholarships, and Lindsey's very familiar with those. But I know one of the ones we do is we do a program at West Texas A&M called the Buff Smart Money Management Boot Camp. We do that alongside WT, and at the end of it, they are eligible for scholarships, and so WT will put in some money, and our foundation puts in some money so we can, give those scholarships away to students. So,
and how many did you surprise them with this year?
Yeah, so they had all of these. So in order for them to get a scholarship or even be eligible for a scholarship, they got to go above and beyond what the class is even asking, and there's some extra work, that they're doing. And by the way, these are classes, or the classes are not part of the regular curriculum. So they're not getting any hours for them. They're not getting, it doesn't go towards their degree. This is the credit hours. This is outside of it. And it's, how do you learn to budget your money? How do you, try to, maybe get out of school without student debt, those kind of things, and learning about credit scores. There's all kinds of things that are
relative to where they are
absolutely.
right now.
And this
That's
year,
neat.
It's always fun to go in there, and I always tell myself I got to stick to the budget this year, and but you see those students up there and they're working so hard, and so I just and it wasn't me, it was the foundation, and it was we gave all of them scholarships. Us in WT, we were able to give every single student one instead of them having to be in a kind of a lottery drawing for the scholarship. So it was good to be able to do that. So.
That's
So in
great.
addition to scholarships, we have got interns at every level, at the high school level, at the Amarillo College branch level, and then at our WT branch level. So every single intern that walks through our doors does get a scholarship at the end of their internship.
Oh,
so
wow.
we do that on top of the Buff ones, and then we also do it member scholarships. So every individual that's graduating high school that's been a member with us for at least a year and is an active member, they qualify to apply for the scholarship. So we do it on the membership level, our internship level, and our team members, and then we also do it through that Buff Smart program at WT.
That's so y'all do
Wide-reaching.
quite a bit. Yeah. And I am curious, how can you tell me a little bit more about the internship that y'all do?
Yeah, so we started our first internship program was at the Amtech.
Okay.
grant.
Yes,
Yeah,
yes,
so we have
yes.
an actual full service branch inside of Amtech building, and we've got great team members that run that alongside of high school interns that are getting course credit, and they're also getting paid. So they get paid the hourly salary that they're there,
Yes.
and they get all the benefits that any other credit union team member would get. And then we expanded that a few years later and we opened up a branch and co-branded it with WT, and it's our Buff Smart branch in Canyon on 4th Street. And those are all WT interns working there, except for a few of our full-time ECU employees. And then we just built 2 years ago our newest branch off at Amarillo College on the Washington Street campus.
Yes.
And so that also is done with Amarillo College interns.
That y'all do quite a bit for our community. That is so neat.
Thanks.
And
Theoretically,
yeah.
they could start at our Amtech branch, and we've got one team member, I believe, who started our Amtech branch, worked there, moved on to Amarillo College branch, worked there, and is now working at our BevSmart branch. So they could graduate with 5 years of financial experience and go and do anything that they want to. We selfishly want to keep them if that's if that's their dream and their desire to stay here. We'd love to keep them, but we just want them to make a living wage, learn something, and
experience
be successful.
And experience is so valuable. Like, you can go to school, but do you have the experience?
Right.
Like, do you and that's good. And I've been to Amtech out there.
It's incredible.
I wish I told them, I was like, I wish I had something like this while going to school,
absolutely.
high school. That would have been so neat to get. And they don't call, also a neat thing about them, they don't call their students like students. They call them young professionals out there, which is what they truly are. I mean,
they really are. I mean, the students, we're now in our 4th year of, students, interns running through Amtech and our branch. Every year, I mean, they are incredible. I mean, the amount of work these students are putting in and just what they're trying to learn and what they're trying to do. And they're going to Amtech because they're like, all right, I want to see if I want to do something, as a career. So let me try it out now. Let me take this serious. And we always are just blown away by the students we're getting through there. They're doing a great job.
And they teach us things too.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah.
We get humbled by them, which is always a fun experience.
And I think I think about what we're talking about here, and one of the things we can't stress this enough in our society, and it doesn't matter how young you are or how old you are, we have to get financial education and financial literacy. I mean, it's and so we're excited that we get to do these things, but it's still smaller than what we want it to be, right? We want it to be more education, especially on the financial side, because we think on the credit union side, if everybody was financially healthy, we would have probably a stronger community. I mean, we feel that way, right?
Very true.
Especially right now. I mean, you look at what's going on, and we have, of course, governmental workers that aren't getting paid and haven't been paid for a while, and we all know, right? The statistics are, you're what two checks away or 3 checks away from, being homeless or having a medical issue, that would put you there. And so just, to continue to be able to do that at every level. And that's one of the things. I mean, even the interns at Amtech, I mean, they're not only learning how to, work in that branch, but they're also having some financial education at the same time. So,
and that is very important, especially like you said, like especially during this time. Do y'all offer any like financial literacy classes, any assistance? Let's say one of our viewers is interested in, says, you know what, I need help. I need help. Where can they go?
Yeah, so through the credit union, we've got certified financial counselors.
Oh, okay.
So, go to educationcu.com, look for the tab on our financial counselors, and everything that they do is for free. They will set up a budget for you for free. They will meet with you for free. They will
oh,
get
wow.
you,
okay.
They bring everything, and they'll work on a budget, and they'll get you back to where you want to be. If your goal is to increase your credit score, they've got a program for that. If your goal is to save, so you're not 1 to 2 paychecks away from losing everything, they'll help you with that. It's all individual needs based.
And that's the biggest thing is it's up to the person walking in. What is your goal, right? It's not our staff or our counselor sitting there talking to them going, nope, I need you to do this. It's, hey, I'm gonna help you with the tools, but you have to do this, right? And trying to form those good habits, because I think we all know, I mean, it's no different than working out. I mean, nobody can make you go in the gym and work out, right? Just like nobody's going to make you not Uber eat everything, and or whatever the situation is. So it's great.
I did not know that y'all had counselors and all that, and I'm learning so much right now, and I hope our viewers too.
Yeah, and we also have we have TEKS approved. So through the system, the state system, we have TEKS approved financial education. So we have a financial coordinator, And all of these, they're written from K through 12 and then even into college. So those courses, and he does a lot of it going into the schools and helping, kind of supplement those teachers with that that education. We also have some online, that he can resources that he can use for more of the Panhandle when we can't get to some of the schools out in other areas. But lots of good financial education.
And Colton Hibbs, he's our financial guru, as we like to call him internally. But he also does adult groups. So I know he's speaking to the Amarillo Fire Department. I know that he goes and speaks to some homeless shelters in town and other adult organizations. Because financial literacy goes through your entire life. You don't just learn it in high school and this is the way you're going to budget, this is the way you're going to do, because things change, life changes. And
That's very true.
that's great.
Yeah. Well, and is there anything else? Because I feel like y'all answered all of the questions that I had. Is there anything else that y'all would like to add?
Yeah, so I just would love to highlight the exact pocket change grants that we were able to do this year.
Yeah, of
through the
course.
foundation. We did a total of 162 grants that benefited 33 school districts, independent school districts within our community that affected 102 campuses.
Oh my goodness, that's such a great stat. That really is. If y'all take anything from this interview, take that. They do so much for our community. That's an insane amount of grants
and we could do
awarded.
More if you feel the heart tug. We'd love to have your donation at the Education Credit Union Foundation.
Oh, so so we just contact y'all and we can donate.
They can they can go to the website. I know Lindsey's got the website.
ECU-foundation.org.
Okay.
So it's the Education Credit Union Foundation.
Gotcha. Yes, and if you feel led to donate to this great cause, Lindsey gave us and also on our website we'll definitely put those links as well.
And the good thing is the money we raised, all the money, it goes straight to the either scholarships or the pocket change grants. We do not, the credit union covers the admin cost for what we do, for the foundation. So
that's great. Yes,
we're going to make sure the dollars are going all the way we can. So
that's awesome. And Marcus, I'll start off with you, and then I'll go to you, Lindsey. Sure. Is there a piece of advice that you have to give to our area students? And it doesn't have to be like financial related, but if you wanted to make it like that, you can.
I think I've got 3 kids in college right now. One of them just graduated high school last year. And I think for me, kind of navigating this, it's, they got to keep asking questions, whether it's, if they want to stay and get a degree or go into a trade, what can they do to better themselves? And then on that, even asking questions from their financial institution, when they're ready to go get that first car, ask what the interest rates are and ask what can I do to get a lower interest rate. And it really pains us to watch a young student that, just because they don't have a score, it's not their fault, right? They haven't had the ability to get a score. And all of a sudden they're paying somewhere 22% interest on a car.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, that's just, that's not good. And so, we'd much rather them ask questions and, figure out what can be done. And I think that way, not just with their finances, but even just in general,
Don't be afraid
asking,
to ask.
hey, how can I get this scholarship? How can I get this grant? How can I better myself and do it, quickly and, with maybe a little cost. So
that's some great advice. Yeah.
I hope so. I don't.
That's
I
CFO answer.
Yeah.
That is also the parent of 3 kids going, why don't you ask more questions? So.
No, that's great because I know whenever I was first starting college, I was so scared to ask. Yeah. It's also you're in a new environment, but that's kind of how I got through college is by asking questions.
That's
and
what college is all about.
You get to learn and don't be afraid.
Yeah.
And that's a great piece of advice, Marcus. Thank you. And Lindsey, what piece of advice do you have for our area students?
Well, I'm going to go a little different. I'm going to say believe in yourself and work hard all the time, every time, because the work that you put in now will pay you back tenfold when you graduate college and you start in your adulthood. Internships, take full advantage of any and all internships that you seek out yourself or that are brought to you. My internship when I was in college was forever one of my most favorites, and I learned a lot through that, and I'm grateful. And sometimes you don't feel like you've got a cheerleader in your corner. Believe in yourself because you can do great things.
That is so good.
She always does me. You know?
No, both of y'all. Yeah, both of y'all. That's very good, and I feel like I'm going to take this advice for sure and apply it to my life.
Great.
Because I'm still a student.
Yeah, I'm still.
Yeah, I know. I'm going to AC, and I'm also going to Mississippi State University online.
Holy
So-
moly! Goodness gracious!
So I'm soaking this up. That's why I think part of me also wants to hear the advice from my guests on the Education Connection show, just so I could apply it to my life personally.
Yeah.
But I know there's students out there watching, and there's other viewers as well that are going to take this advice and apply them to their lives. So that's
Ask the
awesome.
questions, come see us.
Yes. Well, thank y'all so much.
Thank
I
you.
appreciate y'all
Thank you for
coming
having
in.
us.
And that's a wrap for the Education Connection show. We'll see you back here soon.